A vibrant arts community is a sign of a mature city, and Canberra has certainly come of age. It's unfortunate that over the past 15 or so years, funding to the arts in the ACT has declined in real terms. It's not keeping pace with inflation. The growth and variety in our arts sector has been constrained by a lack of funding and a lack of investment in new infrastructure to support our arts community. So we're very keen to seize new opportunities and encourage and support our arts community. We'll work with the federal government to identify opportunities for new infrastructure developments for the arts in the ACT. And what we're looking for is to provide outlets for all forms of artistic expression here in Canberra. That may include expansion to existing centres. We're looking at the possibility of a new theatre in the 5 to 10 year window, and we're also keen to ensure a stronger focus on arts in schools so that there's a lot more collaboration and not a siloed approach to arts in the ACT. Well, earlier this year the Canberra Liberals announced a commitment of $100,000 over 4 years to the Canberra Area Theatre Awards. So that's a promise that we've already made. In addition to that, I'm pleased to announce that we'll implement a new arts grants program for visual artists mostly, so the Canberra Art Awards, and that will be a $300,000 commitment over 4 years to support recognition of local artists. We'll work with local Canberra arts organisations to implement this Arts Awards program. And I'm also pretty excited to announce that we're committing $15 million towards the expansion of the Stage 2 of the Belconnen Arts Centre. Again, we'll work with the federal government about further work for the Cultural Facilities Corporation and identify opportunities and plans for expansion and upgrades to existing centres. As I mentioned earlier, we're looking at a new National Performing Arts Centre over the next 5 to 10 years and how we may be able to progress that. We're also announcing today the creation of 2 new arts positions, one in the Canberra Theatre Centre and one in the Visual Arts Administration area, which will help with the administration of the Canberra Arts Awards that I mentioned. But the position is funded outside of the dollar amount for the Arts Awards. It will be a central position that will work with local arts organisations to implement the Canberra Arts Awards. We're very keen to ensure that we can acquire and maintain new pieces of art, but our focus will very much be on local artists. We believe in supporting the local arts community, and with that comes a commitment to try to ensure that artists don't leave the ACT to go somewhere else because they can see that there is a market for their pieces here in the ACT. So we recognise the importance of the arts community here in the ACT, the power of art on the community and in creating Canberra's character, if you like. So when visitors come from overseas and interstate, they can see Canberra as a vibrant, mature, bustling and artistic city. So art is experienced in many ways. Public art is one way, the visual arts, performing arts, and we're keen through these commitments and others that we're talking about today to support our arts community. We are keen to develop further arts opportunities here in the ACT and initiatives for future in future budgets. We'll look at ways to do that. But there's also a real place for business and philanthropic involvement here in the arts in the ACT to ensure that we make the arts community vibrant, robust, sustainable here in Canberra. So we'll be looking at ways that we can partner with business and philanthropic organisations together with the government to ensure that investment continues in our arts community. We'll keep seeking those opportunities to provide a catalyst for private and government collaboration. We also mentioned earlier the creation of 2 new arts positions, one in the Canberra Theatre area and one an administrative role to assist with the Canberra Area arts awards, the visual arts awards. So there are a number of things that we have in place. In government, we'll continue to look at ways that we can foster and encourage the arts here in the ACT. The Canberra Liberals will encourage the arts here in the ACT to develop to its full potential. That includes giving local artists outlets for their work here in the ACT, and it also tries to ensure they stay here in our community. Arts funding has been continuously eroded under the Labor Greens government, and we're looking to reverse that through the announcement of several of the things we've talked about today. It's exciting to see that a Canberra Liberals government will be strongly committed to the development of arts here in the ACT.